Good morning, June 12, 2020. I'm Pastor Rusty. This is your daily inspo. Well, I missed yesterday, but it was my birthday. Had a great day. Just to be turning another year older in God's world, in God's kingdom is a blessing beyond measure. And I want to thank everybody that wished me a happy birthday. I enjoy it. June's a hard month for me, though. I've had a bike wreck, broke my neck in June, and my back and neck, and I've had so many other things that happened in June. And yesterday I stepped through my attic floor, which is actually not a floor, it was the ceiling of our laundry room, and messed up my knee and bruised up my ribs when I fell against a truss. But I'm thankful that I didn't end up in the ER, just slow getting around today. But I'm tougher than I think, or I'm accident prone one, I don't know. Either way, let's continue with our thoughts on specific prayer. Praying for things specifically that align with God's will. The Bible says if we ask according to God's will, we have what we ask for. So what are some things specifically we can ask for? Well, I've been thinking about one of the things that you always heard Christ say. We read there in John where he said, glorify your name. And God answered from heaven. He says, I will glorify my name. I have glorified my name, and I will again. And I think, you know what, that would be a good purpose for us, to live in such a way, and a good prayer for us, to say, Lord, help me this day, that no matter what I do, to glorify your name. So in considering that, in 1 Corinthians 10, Paul said, so whether you eat or drink, or whatever you do everything for the glory of God. Well, he's arguing there with the people who say you can't eat meat offered to idols, and all these other things were going on. And so Paul's saying, listen, let's boil all this other rule keeping down to a simple thing. What you do for the glory of God, no matter what it is. If it doesn't glorify God, stay away from it. So what about that as a prayer? Lord, guide me today in my thoughts, guide me today in my speech, guide me today in my purposes, so that my purpose aligns with your purpose and it's for your glory. What if we prayed that every day? Lord, guard me today. Help me to walk in such a way that's not only pleasing to you, but fulfills your purposes and brings you glory. We could give pause to a lot of things that we do or engage in and wonder, how does this glorify God? Is it something I should be doing? Is it something that aligns with his purposes in my life? Just because you're allowed to do it doesn't necessarily mean you should do it. Like you hear people say, just because you can, don't mean that you should. So that'd be a good way to guard our steps today, guard our hearts and minds. God, glorify your name. Father, glorify your name. This is something you can do. It's a glorious day. Remember, this is the day the Lord hath made. Rejoice and be glad in it. I'm Pastor Rusty. I'll talk to you soon.